Hello, Proxy Table Gaming fans. PTG. I am Hyper G. I'm with Lucky Sixes.
What up, dog?
I am your dog.
My
No,
dog.
wait. No, I'm
it's
the dog.
dog.
Not your dog, the dog.
You're
Dog.
the dog.
Dog. Okay, no. Probably doesn't suit my personality that much. Yeah. All right, cool. What are we doing today, Lucky Sixes?
Some Warhall action, baby.
Oh, I love the Warhall action.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. We got a lot. I got to say as well. I can't remember exactly where we are at the time of recording, but we're over 800 subscribers.
Woo! That's amazing.
Thank you guys so much.
It's so cool. Yeah.
We're slowly getting to that thousand marker, and much quicker in the last few months. So thank you very much, and I'm hoping you're all enjoying the content and stuff like that. So yeah, quick shout out to you, the viewer.
Yeah. Every one of those 802 people that have currently subscribed, or 803,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
No, it's great. Really good.
A thank you to every one of you who is going to subscribe after hearing this.
Yeah.
That hasn't already.
A preemptive thanks.
Absolutely, it is. That's how much you are valued at PTG.
And on a serious note, if you haven't already and you watch this and you've got like a YouTube account and stuff, please do subscribe. It really helps us, and like and share and comment and all that. It helps us not only progress as a channel, but also as keep our motivation up, right?
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, we're trying to grow the community, which is an awesome community already. So let's make it even better by having PTG leading the way. Something like that, anyway.
Come here, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not leading the way.
If we were in Spain, maybe.
Well, we're definitely not in Spain. It's raining.
Yeah,
actually, it's not. I don't know. I think it is raining actually.
No, it's just genuinely overcast.
Yeah, that's what it always is.
Yeah.
But let's not worry about that too much because we've got Warhall to do.
Yeah, man.
Who doesn't love Warhall?
Yeah, and we are double empiring, baby.
So this is the third incantation.
Yes.
Iteration, incantation. I don't know.
Yeah. So we're focusing just at the minute on the fully rendered armies.
Yeah.
And it just so came around that EOS v EOS was our next battle.
My first three were all EOS. You rotated, and I mean after this we'll go through your other armies and stuff. It's a triple triad of games, isn't it?
Yeah, which we can now add ogres to.
Indeed, because they have been released as a rendered army.
Yeah, man. So check out. We do have a video on it, just showing quickly, and then we've got also another bat rep coming next week with the new ogres. So loads of content still coming your way, and it's cracking on nicely. They were on TV the other day as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did Twitch. I think
as good as
we'll claim TV.
Twitch TV.
So they're looking to do lots of streams, just very similar to our TSC one. Hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, it's just it's all lots of things going on.
There is so much going on
the YouTube and Twitch area.
Absolutely. So this was Encircle and King of the Hill, which I don't know about you, but Encircle is my most hated deployment. And King of the Hill is my most hated objective. So
surely marching columns.
No, I don't mind marching columns. I'm fine with marching columns. Encircle is just a mess, in my opinion.
Well, and a lot easier with Warhall though.
Or UB, yeah. So yeah, absolutely. But definitely easier in Warhall, absolutely. So this was my list. I think we're still showing Death Warrant. Which is funny.
Oh, are we? Okay.
But that's fine.
So that's a straight swap for
Hero's Heart, I believe. Yeah, absolutely. But this is the last one for my EOS anyway, so it's all good.
The last one for me to get wrong.
Yes, absolutely. You wrong on you. Yeah, I'm enjoying this list. I like the flagellants. I like the heavy infantry blocks in the middle. Obviously, in the last battle, came up against the Dwarven hordes and had a bit of a rough time, but looking to get back on the bike for the Empire now. And going up against your EOS, which obviously we haven't talked about at all because we haven't seen them.
No.
I don't know whether we need to talk about my list too much more anyway, really.
No, a bit of everything in it. Like 4 big blocks. Some shooting, 2 Great Griffins and some artillery. Nice.
Pretty much.
Nice spread.
Yeah. It is. It's a bit of everything.
And here
really.
it is. Ah, in all its glory.
Beautiful in Warhall.
We'll say this time for this battle, I don't know if you did it for the other one, but this one you got the actual rendered
War machines,
artillery.
yeah, I did. I think I did it for Battle 2 as well, but they were dead by like turn 2. One of them was anyway. But yes, definitely is nice when you can spawn the individual unit when it doesn't look quite right from the new recruit spawn.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
Onto my list, and it is, I'd say, very different.
Deceptively shooty.
It's not. It's just shooty. But also it's got big electoral cav unit, because I just don't understand how they get that in core. I think it's phenomenal. So I've pumped them with a Knight Commander and Marshal, and then I've got loads of chariots / buff wagons, I guess is the thing. I
was going to say 3, is it?
Yeah, 3. So 2 arcane engines, one with a wizard on, both with different upgrades.
Yeah.
And then the prelate on the altar of battle.
And a steam tank.
Who's was the next thing. So
I suppose calling a steam tank a chariot is a bit like of an insult.
That's
really,
just pretty harsh.
Yeah, it's a tank.
Because you got goblin chariots.
Yes, you do. Yes. Steam tank.
But yeah, and then the rest just pumped with shooting. Really, I wanted that electoral cav just to be so beefy with everything. Obviously, first time playing it, so whether I can manage to get all the synergies is another thing. But it's quite. I think that's such a hard unit to get rid of.
Oh,
one
massively.
up armor 16 plus all the, or 15 plus all the characters.
Yeah.
Juicy. And then you got the chariots with a bit of range, steam tank, and the Reuters. Wow.
Which 10 Reuters in each unit with repeater guns.
Yeah.
That's 30 shots per unit.
So 60 shots just from them, and then you've got the crossbows who are 30-inch range, and then 24-inch handgunners. But yeah, I just
potentially with accurate. Yeah.
I think it's mental. It's
mental, mate.
Mental, brav. That's how my EOS talk as well. They're all chavs from the East End.
Yeah. That's all right. Our grandparents were as well, so it's all good.
So this is the deployment, but not in circle, actually.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. When we were talking about in circle, I certainly didn't remember that we didn't do in circle. Yeah. So,
mate, I don't know whether we did and then just forgot to actually do the circle. But what we were saying was the in circle bit is really easy to do on Warhall. You can literally just click a button and it does the white lines and stuff. So it may have been counter thrust then.
We look pretty close together there as well.
Yeah, it looks counter thrusty, but we'll see. So
it does, doesn't it?
Deployment. It's counter thrust.
Absolutely, yeah, it is.
Because you've got that
20-inch buff,
bubble. You. How did we work? Did you drop for first or did I?
I think you dropped for first because your Reuters on that flank are going to move up past the rock.
Yeah, so I dropped for first, and you deployed. So these guys were just back here. Basically, depending on what you did with these guys, either going in the middle, running away, or just sitting there shooting for a bit. But as there's a bit of a gap round here, I thought I'd go for that. And the Reuters on this side just blink, ready to blink away there and not move at all for that.
Yeah, I don't like the Reuters at all. Anything I send with the Reuters is just going to get absolutely decimated by the shots. So.
Yeah, it's strength 4 as well. It's not like it's 30 shots and strength 3 or 2. It's AP2.
Yeah.
It's just they're fantastic units.
Yeah, I suppose there's the unit special rules has like rules to favour the pistol or the two-handed pistols in combat and stuff. But repeater guns, man, they're just incredible.
Unwieldy, so you've got to be careful about where you put them. But
24-inch range, and you've got a vanguard to get in the right place. So
exactly, exactamundo. So yeah. So then I go. I don't move hardly. Well, I don't move with the writers, and I shuffle up somewhat to get some zoning with my guys in the middle, trying to keep everyone 6 inches from the electoral cav, if possible. The steam tank, I'm not sure he even moves, but he's just going to go for some artillery or whatever. And apart from a shuffle on the left-hand side, that's a song, right? The Pistoliers can move up to see if they can pop this. Obviously, they will have unwieldy, but they're pretty safe there otherwise. I believe they're all within 12 as well.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So it
short
means
range.
It means that your catapult mortar can't hit it as well.
Yeah,
which is one thing I wanted to do. These were so I got orders off. So leadership and accurate, I believe. Yeah, and then the attribute I got off on these guys for 4d6 in case anything silly happened, and I got rerolls to hit on my cannon, or +1 actually, I think it is.
No, Stars Align is rerolls to hit.
Fair play.
Then, I like divination, man.
Yeah, man.
Unless I'm against it, and then I hate it.
I did find that because it's my first time with divination, I wasn't really in range of the unerring strikes on the stuff that I wanted. That was something to remember.
You didn't have a lot of wizards, did you, to increase the range? Yeah. That was your issue. So you were very much using the default divination range, which starts at only 18. Whereas if you have a lot of smaller wizards, you can buff it to like 21, 24 inches, exactly, so. Which makes it incredible. Yeah. This is a beautiful picture, man.
Great, isn't it?
Look at that. Straight down the Empire line.
Down the Empire. I got 2 wounds off on that, so I've got like options, which is good. And these guys have...
They stay beautiful. What is this?
Have a pot
Sorry,
shot.
I'll be quiet because I need to just hold it in.
If you do like these shots, guys, let us know in the thing. We're trying to get a bit of a mixture of top-down tactical and action shots. So a bit of both for your viewing pleasure. But yeah, these Pistoliers just say where they are and pop 1 wound on the 4-wound wizard, I believe.
Yeah, was it the wizard or the... I think it probably was. You probably went for the wizard first, I imagine.
I was just... Yeah, I mean, I wasn't hoping to kill it, but I just wanted to do 1 or 2 wounds a turn and figure you can either hide him away from it and go...
Yeah, the wizard had Death Cheater, so he had a better Aegis save, I think. A better Fortitude, but less armour.
You can either come towards these guys and I'll keep shooting like that, or you go in the middle and go see my tank. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm happy. Which I believe why they're there, right? Because...
Yes, the house tank was blocking the sight on the tank,
so I get 1 wound off on the mortar with my tank.
So unfortunate.
It's just D3.
I suppose, I suppose you couldn't kill it this turn, so 1 or 3, it's...
Get a few, just pepper in the big units that I can see over here. Didn't really have any use for my Imperial Rangers.
No, I have no beasts.
Beasts, even the... Griffins are cav, I believe. They're large cav. That's right. So I just thought I'd put them over here, and because the flagellants will die pretty easily. So
massively.
And that takes it on to your turn and your movement. Whoa.
Yeah, absolutely. I come at you basically. Got some orders. Remembering what all these are. Accurate probably on my unit of handguns. Are they handguns? Yeah, I think they are handguns. And then I've got the discipline one, steady lads, I think it is, on both my units of infantry. And probably the advance one, I think.
Yeah, or fighting extra rank, maybe.
Yeah, it could be one or the other. Because basically what I'm doing is I'm moving forward pretty aggressively and saying, come and get me, cavalry. Because I'm hoping to have counter charges to every charge that the cavalry could go for. So if you charge my flagellants near the hill, then I can counter charge in the flank with my big unit of infantry. Similarly, the infantry on the left covers the one on the right. The one on the left is covered by the flagellants, both sides, etc. I'm trying to cover all my units with cavalry, and I am very aware that cavalry unit is absolutely nasty. So whatever it does charge, I need to hold in that first turn.
And I guess that's the one down point of my list is steadfast, isn't it? Trying to beat that. Yeah.
So I think number 4 must be the cold-blooded. steady lads, because I've got it on both my infantry, and obviously my flagellants are both unbreakable, so they don't need it. Yeah, so there's that. Griffin, the Lord moves forward as far as he can. The Marshal, that is, moves as far as he can to come and get the Reuters. Can't take too much shooting from them. My Wizard Griffin is hiding behind the building still, but also threatening potentially to counter anything that comes forward. The steam tank still can't get into him, or probably can't get a shot without coming in front of the others and getting in the way, really. And yeah, the Reuters don't want to get anywhere near your Reuters.
Yeah.
Really. I have one with repeater guns, but obviously a unit of 5 with only 15 shots is nothing compared to 2 units of 10 with 60 shots. So yeah, crazy. Yeah, I think that's about it for my movement.
Yep.
I do really well with my ranged attacks, basically. I think I got what's number 3?
Is that Fate's Judgment?
No, that's Ice and Fire.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm on Cosmo.
I'm different.
Yeah, I got Ice and Fire on the Arcane Engine without a character on, I believe. So I think the one with the character has the one with the character has got a 4 of Aegis. The one without has only got 5 of Armor. So Ice and Fire, yeah, absolutely. I don't know whether my Imperial Rocketeer did some as well, or whether it was just Ice and Fire.
We'll move on to shooting.
Exactly. Shooting wise, I get my handguns to kill some Reuters. I don't know whether my Reuters helped at all.
Yeah, it's just between those 3.
Exactly, yeah.
And the Rocketeer.
Oh yes, and the Rocketeer kills it. There you go. So that's that.
Yeah. There's still no flip button.
No.
Warhall. We're edging for it, but yeah. So this one dies. No one panics. But yeah. Oh, down a buff wagon.
Absolutely. And yeah, I was just going for the vulnerable one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go into your turn.
Yeah, and so I take the initiative, I guess you would say. Although you kind of set it up, so I guess I'm reacting to your aggressiveness.
Come at me.
Yeah, so I put the prelate into your wizard because I know I only need to do 3 wounds, and I'm hoping strength 5 impact hits might plink you down a bit. Then I'm a bit combat stuff, so combat res you are out. On the left side, I put my pistoliers in the rear of you, and my knights in the front. They're both pretty small charges, so they don't need much to go in. I did think about doing the chariot as well, but I decided against it for some reason.
I think you would have got less knights fighting.
Yeah,
the chariot
like that.
So,
I thought at this point that my pistoliers would break steadfast, but this is just noob mistake because obviously they don't have ranks whatsoever. They're like troops. So that's why I did this. Although it does negate the spears as well, so it's there is a positive anyway. But I must admit the one I was going for was breaking steadfast, and I thought
it was quite funny, wasn't it? Because at the time I was really concerned that you'd nullified my spears, because if I had spears I would have been attacking before the knights, and even killing a couple of knights is beautiful for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But because you'd taken my spears away, I was a bit, oh man, I've lost my spears because he's charged my rear.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to charge the mortar.
Yeah, well, that was the plan. That was the plan.
Yeah, when I lost my spears to that, I was like gutted.
Yeah.
But then you were thinking you were breaking steadfast. You didn't really care about the spears that much.
Well, I knew it would do that, but my main thing was that because really, I guess what I should have done was just kill the thing first, the mortar first, and back off a bit with everything else. I guess buy my time a little bit.
Maybe.
But yeah, hey ho. But that's the plan. So
it's still a solid plan. You're going to kill a lot of.
Yeah, I will do a lot. Although another thing here as well, again, a probably a noob thing, is that I've now put my altar of battle way over there, so he's not giving them the benefit of that. But we'll see how much that matters. Yeah. Otherwise, just moving my chariot up to be within 6 inches. My steam tank comes over here to have you can't see because of the top downness, but does have a pot shot at your other griffin,
Marshall.
and the other guys over here just sort of like look at the flagellants, go, okay, we'll shoot you then.
Yeah.
Get a decent magic
Oh,
phase off.
I could not dispel a thing.
Yeah,
and this is a running theme. So
yeah, this was a phase where I just got. I think you let one through and then saved it and still didn't get it, sort of thing.
yeah,
so.
you got scrying and stars line off.
Yeah, and then these are fighting extra rank and 3d6 leadership, cold-blooded,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and then I've got obviously the attribute on both on these
Cold-blooded
guys as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, well I should do some damage.
You certainly should.
Between these two, I think my steam tank missed. I get I get 2 wounds off. Sorry, so just becomes dicey.
Yeah, that Marshall has a serious recovery to make after failing miserably against the dwarf.
Against the dwarf shooting, yeah.
Yeah, the dwarf crossbows or whatever they were, handguns.
Yeah. Over here, my guys who none of them move do a decent chunk to your flagellants. So keep doing that, then I'll be very, very happy. So yeah, nice. Over here, I do 2 wounds and take none, which means you lose by 3, I think. And I overrun and beat you, which I must admit I thought I'd do some wounds and stuff, but like fleeing it was a bonus really, and then catching you, fantastic. So yeah, while he's out the way and away from my main unit, not really doing the buff thing, he is in a good position.
He hasn't got a lot against him there that can really take him.
Yeah, so hoping that he can just cause a bit of carnage and stuff around here.
I passed my panic with my shooters though, which is something.
Yeah. In combat, so this is actually after combat. I only
look how
take
few
2
infantry there are.
wounds, and again, like I don't take any to the pistoliers, and I'm thinking, yes, that means 2 ranks. I've got you.
Destructed.
And then
no steadfast.
And then light troops happened.
Yep. Uh-oh.
But I do a real big chunk of wounds, and I've still got all the spells off. So you just passed your steadfast.
I did. Yes.
So we stick around, which is.
So I was cold-blooded for it, so that helps.
Which isn't the best for me, but hey ho.
Not great. No, not great.
And it's safe to say you go in for the kill.
Absolutely.
So the 2 flagellants go into the flank because why the fudge not?
Yeah.
And the unit of pistoliers on the right with light lances, I believe.
Light lancers, yes, they do.
So the fighter pistoliers go into my altar of battle to see if they can combat res him. Really.
That is the plan, really. I'm not planning on hurting it much, if anything, but I'll just flank charge, maybe a wound.
Yeah. The Griffin goes against the Pistoliers. As well, so that's their main.
This is more like it.
And that's a shot of both, eh?
Yeah.
So I don't do any wounds to stand and shoot. I believe. I think I was in range.
You might have been too close.
Yeah, one of the 2.
Because you wouldn't have wanted to move back the previous turn. So.
So yeah, there's the overview. A bit of shuffling. With everything, and I don't think you could do much with this unit.
Not much at all. No.
I think you just move sideways where you could.
Yeah.
In Magic, you get.
I think that's the Aegis, isn't it? Or is it rerolls to wound? I forget which order they're in.
I think it might have been because I know I let some off. I think it might have been the Aegis because I wasn't intending on going after him this turn.
True, you had plenty of other people to attack.
I wanted to go after these
I'm
chaps.
sure I've lost my Colt's Cosmology Wizard, so I am only the orders now. So
yeah,
I can only help my flagellants.
And you only got that one. You do 6 wounds to my
Mortar.
Oh no, it looks like more, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, you had 12 in that unit.
Yeah, so mortar hits, comes down, they flee. Everything else is fine though. Those lumberjack crossbows are good.
Yeah.
I
think I swift reform with my handgunners.
Yeah.
There. Not sure what they're.
It might just be a nice, beautiful picture.
Yes, well, it is that.
But it does also show the altar of battle.
When there's the next overview, we should mention what the King of the Hill is as well, actually.
Oh, yeah. So you go to town and I think kill them all. I don't think.
I believe I did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the marshal was ready to fight this time round.
Yeah, man. So smashes them up. So that's a decent chunk of points.
Yeah.
You overrun because
I
didn't
did.
really know what. Just to give me some time, I guess, right?
I was
Space.
trying to take your steam tank as far away from the rest of the battle as possible. I
Yeah.
figured that you were going to be able to charge it with random movement. So yeah, I tried to draw it out as far as I could. Really. That was the
man. In combat again, I do some serious woundage, despite not being on the charge, to the heavy infantry. But you then also come back and do a decent chunk back to me.
Oh yeah.
I believe I win combat by a little bit.
Yes, you do. Correct.
And and then you flee with the spears.
Yeah.
I think I killed your BSB.
Was it BSB or general?
One of the two. I think it might. Whatever it was, it meant that you were either lower leadership or couldn't reroll. Because Flesh don't care. So yeah, so they flee, and my pistoliers run, chase
after them,
catch, and then overrun into the mortar. So they're kind of there where they want to be first turn. Well, they should have been second turn.
Yeah, the only thing that went wrong was getting our flank charged by 2 flatulence. But apart from that, it went perfectly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yes, so, and this is whereas, and obviously I can't reform or nothing like that. So that is going to be, we'll get interesting to see how I can grind with my two. At least my 2 characters are there, right? So there's at least that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I decided we can't hold back.
Physical.
It's physical.
There you go.
Go in, get some wounds off, the impact hits, and as well, I'm not. Well, your prelate's in already, so he's not going to be coming at me anytime soon.
Because he could do some damage to the altar. Yeah. Not altar. That's an arcane ninja.
Yeah. My tank does get in.
Oh, that shot would hurt, wouldn't it?
Yeah. His tail's up as well. I'm just saying. Yeah. So happy with
I didn't expect my marshal to survive that when it happened. So.
I rally over here, which is a bonus. Although there's not much for them to shoot at right now.
Pretty much everything over there is engaged, yeah.
And on to magic. I haven't had an overview for a while. That's odd of me, isn't it?
I know. I can't say the king of the hill yet.
Yeah. So I get both my spells.
I can't dispel anything. I am saving my dice to dispel something.
Yeah.
I'm failing every time, and you're getting those 2 same spells off every time.
So yeah, what are they?
I mean, you only had like 5 dice, 2 channels, 3 channels.
Yeah, there's one that's rerolls to hit, and then one that's divine, I think.
Yeah.
What are those 2?
Stars Align is 4, which is rerolls to hit with divine.
Okay.
And 3 is scrying to make you distracting.
Yes, sure. And I think you're letting off scrying.
I'm not letting it. Oh yeah, I'm letting off scrying.
And trying to stop the rerolls to hit and divine.
No, I'm not sure I am. I'm not sure I am.
It's one of the 2.
I think it's scrying I'm trying to stop because I've got loads of attacks coming at you and you haven't got that many attacks at me because the middle knights can't attack.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'd be worried about.
But either way, you're letting the first one go and trying to stop the other one and just have.
And I mean, you've only got like 7 dice to my 5, so I'm saving 5 dice for whatever spell you cast with second. Yeah.
So my 4 dice are doing it. Over here, I think the last one was you charged in, no one did any wounds, and I held.
Yes.
I'm stubborn, which is a thing I didn't know. And
I don't think I knew that when I charged
thankfully found out. And then I do a wound to you, but you've got flank, so we draw. Over here, I do 1 wound, and you do 2. But because of the charge in the rear, I win combat. And you flee off the board. Yeah, he's like kicked him. Fuck off.
But yeah, it's not enough. I run.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm able to turn.
You're not able to pursue at all. I don't think.
Or no, I couldn't pursue, but I'm not sure I'm able to reform. At this
I don't think it really matters because random movement you can go.
No, it doesn't. But just as a thought for future.
Oh, okay, because you are facing the other way now. Yeah, correct.
So I think that was wrong. But yes. You can see here one of the King of the Hills,
There it is, and the other one is there,
and the other one is the forest, I believe.
Yes.
Here. So yes. Over here, I
Mm.
only do a wound, but combat res and go off the board to stop any shooting coming at me.
Yeah.
Over here, I mean, you kill my knights.
Absolutely,
but
yeah.
Somehow, and with the chariot's help, this is for sure, I do a bunch of wounds to you with all the spells coming off.
I think you got 6 for your impact hits.
Yeah. With all the spells coming off, I actually do a chisel turn. And this is how it ends, and we put them together. I think your guys on the right here push
Shuffle
up.
up. Yeah, they do. Because you're all one unit, the knights. It's not
Yes,
like your characters
so-
make them not a unit.
And obviously swirling melee meant you could do that as well. So, but it meant that I think I won combat with everything going on.
I don't think you lost.
Yeah, so I didn't have to test, which was the main thing for me, really.
And neither do I.
And you don't have to test ever.
But I do have to test to reform my big unit on the top, and I failed that, so I can't I don't know how much it matters, or I think I choose not to because I've got quite an extra rank while there's 3 ranks of them in 8. So yeah, I know that later on I try to combat reform them to get more rank bonus, but I don't. Yeah, whatever.
And this is how it looks afterwards. It does mean though that this unit can't really help. With
Indeed, I don't think they moved that way in order to help. They were trying to move that way in case your Reuters didn't kill the mortar.
Yeah.
I could rear charge them. But obviously, the Reuters killed the mortar and went off the board, so now that unit is kind of flapping a bit.
Overview. We've already said it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Forest Hill. Yeah,
but it is an overview to say what happens in your movement. So you move these guys up
towards the forest, basically. Yeah, while your knights are pretty stuck and your arcane engine is stuck, and your altar is stuck, I'm legging it. I mean, number 2 is the march one, I believe. To march a bit further. Although it looks like I've got 2 lots of O2.
Well, no, you would have had to. If it is march, you would have had to reform and then move.
Correct. Yeah. So yeah, this is a swift reform one. Yeah. So yeah, whatever my orders are, don't know actually.
I think 2 might be leadership.
Yeah. Actually, some of them are your orders.
Yeah, the 4 and 2 are mine on my unit. Although actually, I'm probably not able to do that because I haven't got the unit anymore.
I don't know.
So I think they probably keep it until that happens. Yeah. But and you charge my altar over here with your crossbows.
Yeah, I don't think that was a very good idea based on the fact I already know that you're stubborn. But I guess I was just trying to hold you there as long as possible. Give you more to kill, really. And plus, it does add a charge and a flank. So
yeah.
Oh, nice picture.
It's a nice shot, but I think it was just a nice shot.
I don't think there's much for them to shoot at.
We saw. Well, these are my guys. So I think I got down here and I saw this and I thought, oh, this is a lovely shot.
Yeah, and it is King of the Hill. They are sitting in the forest, which is your terrain piece.
Defending this is my excuse for that.
Yeah.
Onto magic, and you get 2 buffs. I basically, I think I let them off on this side because I was like, I just don't want the big unit doing anything right now.
That's right. Yeah. Small unit
so
doesn't have as many attacks.
So rerolls to hit and Aegis over there.
I think it's rerolls to wound, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Over here, I do 2 wounds to your guys, and you've got charge and a flank, and so we hold again.
Yeah, you took away a rank bonus on the handguns, so that's why I didn't win.
Although, do you still technically have a big flank?
Don't think so because I lost that second rank.
Okay.
I think you need more than 1 rank in order
Fair
to
enough.
do that.
Over into combat, and you do 2 wounds to my BSB, 1 to my general. But I do, and 2. Was this turn? 2 to my.
I think you miscast something.
Oh yeah.
I think you miscast and did 2 wounds to yourself.
Sure.
Actually.
In the last turn, yeah. But I do 4 and 3, and end up sticking around.
Yeah.
Still, so we are grinding. I'm quite impressed by the grind nature.
Yeah, I was really happy to do 2 wounds to your BSB. I thought that was the sign of I'm going to get them,
to come. Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm not sure that my units on the other side held. I think your altar might have made them run, but I'm not sure. We'll find out in a minute.
I don't know how I would have.
We'll find out.
Oh, no,
Nope, still there. You're right. You're right. That's fine. Edit that out. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm quite glad of that, because otherwise I don't know how I would have won.
And you would have charged into my next unit if you'd have been free. So yeah, fair point.
So on my turn, my writers come on, knowing that they're pretty safe at this point.
Massively.
And my steam tank moves up to see if he can go as far as he can and shoot this bad boy.
Didn't move very far, did he? Actually?
No, rolled quite low. But let's say he's just there to cause some ruckus.
Yeah.
In Magic, I get them both off again.
Ugh.
I can't remember what the thing was, but yeah, I'm doing all, and this time I miscast and do 2 wounds.
Oh right, okay, whatever it is, yeah.
So yeah, it might have even been the second one, and you let it go because I got a miscast.
Maybe.
But yes.
Although, yeah.
I started shooting at your big unit and killed 4, because why not? Nothing else for them to do.
What else? Yeah.
I go to town on your writers. My guy absolutely smashes it up this time.
I suppose you don't need to attack the handguns now they've lost their rank. So
yes, yeah. I think I'm not even sure. I don't think there was much in it on what was easier to kill. But I do that, and I run and catch your crossbows because they flee.
Yeah.
I think I win 3-1.
Yeah, it was steadfast, but I failed it. Yeah,
because I don't think your general of SB's anywhere around, is he?
Well, one's dead.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure which one. But yeah, either way, yeah.
So yeah, very happy with his work. And he hasn't taken any wounds yet.
No.
So
done a good job of unit killing over there.
Over here, you don't do anything to me this turn. This is a flub turn, and I do 5 wounds in total, meaning I think I win again, which means I don't have to test, which is the main thing, really.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm testing.
My issue with the flagellants is I'm hitting on 5s because of distracting, and I wasn't rolling any battle focus.
No,
So
no extras.
Yeah. No.
This is overview and end of your movement.
So my heavy infantry are going for the forest, basically. They need to get in that forest. I believe this was my turn. Is it my turn 4 or my turn 5?
I think 5.
Yeah, I think 5, because I think there's not a huge amount more that they need to do to get towards that forest, really.
Yeah.
There's not much else to move, really. I get my Reuters as far away from your altar as possible. I know that my Imperial Rocketeer is going to die. It keeps misfiring as well.
Yeah.
Which is standard for the Imperial Rocketeer. So I think I've only got a couple of wounds left on it. But I don't think I've got a lot else that isn't fully engaged, really.
Amen.
So,
on to magic.
Magic,
Just get this one.
I think that's the Aegis, isn't it? Could be wrong. It's either Aegis or rolls to wound. Anyway.
Yeah. And in combat, a bit of a flub, I guess, on both sides, really. I
think I challenged with my champion on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Which is why my champion died.
It means that I think because I get the overkill on the champion, I think I win combat. Although your prelate is now in combat here.
Yes, and he has divine attacks.
Yeah, so the next guy, because I killed this one and you took that one away, so I think that'll be interesting next turn.
Yeah, yeah, he's got the Hammer of Witches, which is battle focus or something or other against channel. So
over here, I move him up as far as I can. Don't quite get in, and move my writers on the hill to basically see if I can
destroy the mortar.
Otherwise, I'm just moving these guys around to shoot. Not that it'll matter, but just to pepper.
We were both trying to psych each other out
on
how I could win King of the Hill, weren't we? On how you could stop me.
Yeah. So because you have second turn, I was like, right, how can I do this? I was shuffling around with these guys quite a bit, and then I thought, well, you just swift reform and move through, so it doesn't matter. Although, having said this, maybe I could have. Well, yeah, because even if I allow a charge where you can overrun into there, that's just the same as you moving into there. So I've got to try and chaff. If I chaff you, I've got to try and chaff you this way. But I couldn't work out a way of doing it.
Yeah.
I couldn't work out. So if you can tell me from the comments at this point what I could have done with these 3 units, bearing in mind the steam tanker's already gone and didn't get in, because that was my Hail Mary, that he just goes in and keeps you there.
Just keeps me there for the rest of the game. Yeah.
But if anybody else who's better could tell me.
Well, yeah, I wasn't better. I couldn't think of a way either. No. I think we both talked it through, didn't we?
Yeah. So. In Magic, I get both off again.
Oh, dear Lord.
Absolutely smashing it.
I've got 5 dice again.
And yeah. Then shooting, just because. Then shooting only does 1 wound. I've got a feeling this might be turn 5 then.
Yes.
Because I know spoiler, this goes down, but I can't remember how. And into combat, so
that makes sense that it is turn 5. It is turn 5.
Yeah.
Top of the 5th, because it is definitely.
I do all of my attacks here, including the horses.
I think I refuse the duel, don't I, with my prelate on that side.
Yeah. Smash up and wound, which is great. And nothing happens on the left side.
No. I'm still not killing your characters though.
No, even with.
And how many turns have those characters stayed on those wounds? I did 3 wounds in that first.
It's like the 3rd consecutive round. You didn't do any.
Exactly, and you've had the same spells off every time. So the same spells that I managed to do 3 wounds to you.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing no wounds to you. So,
man. So over you in your turn, you just.
So this is my 5.
Yeah, this is your 5. And you
I didn't charge. I
Yeah.
I just moved into the forest because I know that if I charge you, I give you the opportunity to flee, and if you flee, then I potentially roll a double 1 for my charge.
There was like a
and
chance.
Don't move into the forest.
Yeah.
And if I don't move into the forest in my turn 5, your steam camp comes in, and then I'm not moving. So I had to basically sacrifice killing those gunners or whatever they are in order to just get in the forest.
Yep. So. And then these writers are just there, just watching, and you don't move because you're going to shoot.
No, I don't think I even shot, did I?
I'm not sure.
I probably did actually, because there's nothing to lose from misfiring. So
over here and magic.
Yeah, spells on them again.
Spells on the small unit. I think I'm just focusing on stopping them, and then you get off whatever you can with on this unit. You kill 2.
Yes. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I think maybe the Rocketeer had a minimum range, actually. I'm not sure it was allowed to do that, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah. I didn't panic. Well, I didn't need to panic, so it was all good. Again, my general does proper job, but you do kill my BSB.
Finally got that last wound. Yeah.
Got him off. But I win combat, so I don't have to test.
You do a win to my prelate as well.
Yes. I think that was on him from last turn.
Oh, okay, but he fluffs completely.
Yeah, he keeps fluffing.
Going against your altar, so
keeps fluffing.
Your divine, no, your arcane engine.
Right? So this is onto my turn.
Well, you've charged your. Why are your Reuters all the way there? Did they panic?
Maybe they.
No, they can't. They only lost 2.
I think I just moved them for funsies.
Yeah. And your altar destroyed them.
None of these units are doing anything.
No.
There is a unit in here. You can just see the crosshatch there. But they're not. They didn't go in, obviously.
They're just free combat res for me if you go in. So
So steam tanker goes in just to see if I can basically break you. That's my only chance. You've got the 3d6 leadership.
Yeah, it's a reroll. It's a steadfast 9. It's not rerollable, but it's a steadfast 9. So there's always a chance.
On to magic. I only get 1 spell off this turn. Pretty bad magic phase.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Struggling really. So get that. I do. So we're in a round of combat. A challenge, I think.
I believe so.
And I only do 2 wounds to your prelate, but he doesn't do anything back, and nothing happens over here. I think it's just my res over here is keeping me alive.
My Hammer of Witches prelate is just not killing your arcane engine. It's only got 1 wound left. and I've got battle focus and hammer of witches, like 6 attacks, I think, or 5 attacks, and I'm just not doing anything to your arcane.
I'm not sure what your strength and AP was. I think it's because I've got 4 pages or fortitude.
Fortitude, yes, fortitude. Yeah. Yes. Definitely fortitude.
So I go in, I do 4 wounds, but you hold.
I do, which is big. Obviously, I'll have to hold again in my turn 6. But yeah.
And this is actually in
my turn 6
magic.
Yes, my turn 6 magic.
So you might be like, what?
I pull one over on you, don't I? Like your 6s.
I get done over.
You do massively. I finally get off. What's it called? Sunna. The blessing, Rage of Sunna, or the Fury of Sunna, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Which does D6 hits to every unit in contact at strength 4. But the key thing is they're flaming, which means you don't get your fortitude save. And you even rolled your fortitude save thinking you had an Aegis save. Oh no, I think you actually knew it was a fortitude save, but you passed it and you were like, yep, I'm good. I was like, no, you're not, mate. It's flaming.
Yes.
Sunna is flaming.
So
you didn't realise it was flaming, did you? I've been trying to do it each time.
Yeah, I kept stopping it because I didn't want any... Not because of the flaming, which again, you said, well, I thought you knew it was flaming.
I thought you were stopping it for that reason.
I kept stopping it because I didn't want the plinking wounds. I didn't want that to happen. And the Aegis doesn't bother me because I'm divine. So I'm like, right, just stop any wounds coming at me. And then I can do stuff to you, and I can. But I was just like, right, no, I need to stop you doing my wounds to my general and thing in combat. So I was like, yeah, you can have that. That's don't worry. And you got one off. Goes through. Fail my armor save. I pass my fortitude, but I don't have a fortitude, so I die. And I was like,
And that's
just
noob. And the last turn, bottom.
Yeah, it was literally the very last.
And he's been on 4 wounds for like 3 rounds of combat, and my prelate is attacking him as much as he can.
So he was. I mean, he even did 2 to help you out to himself. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that was funny. And then you get another spell off on here. And
so I think we're in a duel, so I can't actually attack your general anyway. So.
I kill your prelate. I don't know how many for combat res or anything. It looks like 2, but I don't know. He did have 2 on him.
I'm unbreakable anyway. So,
you're unbreakable, but again, I don't think I have to test because you don't have anything else. So
I don't do any wins to you. Yeah.
So my general survives at least. And that is the end of the game.
I passed my steadfast again on the heavy infantry. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I do 5 wounds, but you pass, which means that actually my knight unit didn't do too bad. They got half points here.
Very, very well.
Didn't quite do half points.
No, it did half points on one flag, but not on the other.
1 or 2. And I was up on points 12-8. But the most astute of you will know.
King of the Hill, baby.
King of the Hill, baby. Just couldn't quite panic that other guy off, unit off.
No, and the Flagellants held just about.
General did its job to sneak the win, but yeah, what a crazy game.
How I got the win, going the whole battle, wielding pillows is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, Flagellants with pillows, they're not as scary as you think.
Great pillows, right?
Yeah. I mean, they look pretty scary with their pillows, but they don't do any wounds. Because, oh man. I killed a lot of knights that first time round, and then I just did nothing. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, getting that flaming attack.
I was gutted. Why did I do that? That's silly.
Yeah.
Silly.
It was like joy on one side and despair on the other. So yeah. But, cool. Really good battle. A lot focused just on that one combat. But outside of combat, your altar did really well clearing off that whole flank.
Yeah, he was really good.
My griffins were okay. Obviously, one died to the altar, but the other one got your Reuters, which probably wasn't a very fair exchange of points, but I needed to kill those Reuters because they just ripped through me.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'd be interested to know from other Empire people, or actual Empire people. I'm not part of the community now. What they think of both our lists and how they would improve them both thusly. I think, from my point of view, if I do that, I mean, Alta did really, really well, but trying to obviously keep them to the big knight unit would be very useful.
Mhm.
Although it did synergize well with the Cosmo spell, so there was one rerolls to hit one, where obviously I had the rerolls to hit spell. So
You mean divination, but yeah, it's fine.
well, no, there's a hatred buff wagon, isn't there? And then there's a
Oh,
rerolls
right,
to
yeah,
hit spell on divination. That's what
Yeah.
I did. But yeah, so I'd be interested to know from that point of view. And then obviously you've seen Hyperg's lists 3 times.
Third game, yeah. I'll be. I imagine in the future I will play another Empire game at some point, and I'll build on this list. So yeah.
But yeah,
It's good fun.
Yeah,
It's good
absolutely, and more Warhall to come. But yeah, as we said at the start, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, tell your parents.
Mums and dads this time.
Well, let's not exclude.
No.
Yeah, hope you join all the other content, the streaming, the obviously online stuff with Warhall and TTS and Valley Ages and all that. And Jactics I've put up as a series. If you haven't seen it already, that's
I've watched them 3 times each.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well underway. I've commissioned for a series 2 as well.
Oh yes, put it in the comments. Let's get him to do season 2. Come on.
Yeah, man. So yeah, lots.
We
of things
want Jactics. We want Jactics.
Lots of things to come, and hope you enjoyed this back rep and everything we got going on at the minute.
See you for the next one, guys.
See you later.